Name: Adel Imam. Birth date: May 17, 1940. Biography: Adel Imam was born in Mansoura, Egypt and relocated to the district of Sayyida Zainab in his early childhood. His father worked for a governmental institute. He obtained his bachelor's degree from the Faculty of Agriculture at Cairo University. His career started as a fulfillment of a hobby, which was acting. He began acting in drama groups throughout school. He joined theater groups in 1962 when he was still a student in university. Because he could not dedicate all of his time to acting, he opted for minor roles. It was through these roles that his potential as a great comedian was discovered. He played the role of Dasuki Effendi in the comic play Ana wa Hawa wa Haya, Me, Him, and Her, in 1962. He then starred in the comic play El Nasibin, The Thieves, in 1966, followed by his subsequent role in El Pajama El Hamra, The Red Pajama, in 1967. His classic play Madrasat El Mashagibian, Troublemaker School, was such a success that it continued to be performed for 4 years, 1971 to 1975. Afterwards, he took the leading role in Shahid Mashaf Shhaga, Witness Who Has Nothing Seen, in 1975. The play continued to be performed for 7 years. One of his most famous plays, El Wad Syed El Shaghal, The Male Maid, also ran its performances from 1985 to 1993, which was followed by El Zim, The Leader, which also ran for an extended period of time. This proves that Adel Imam's comedy withstands time. His true talent is in his ability to appeal to a cross-generational audience and make them laugh. Adel Imam fears time and distance, although his comedy has bridged both. His roles has been a commitment to elevating cinema standards and delivering the best performances to his audiences. On a personal level, Adel Imam is married with 3 children. His wife has played a pivotal role in his career, taking care of him and his 3 children. He is an expressive and emotional person. He is also a reflective man who adopts personal philosophies to life situations. His smile is warming and he has a kind-hearted nobleness to his persona. He is also a well-read man who reads voraciously on all worldly subjects. Dubai. There are not many lives as full as Adel Imam's. Put it this way, the Dubai International Film Festival has given him a Lifetime Achievement Award twice. A legend of stage and screen, both big and small, Imam is the crown prince of Egyptian pop culture, a comic and dramatic actor who has appeared in 103 movies and more than a dozen TV series over an astounding career that has lasted more than 60 years. At 82, Imam may have taken a slight step back from the public eye, but the love the Arab world continues to show for him, and his influence on the generations of talent who grew up idolizing him is as immense as it has ever been. Everything in the world changes. The rhythm of speech changes. Life becomes fast too. And believe me, you can fool some people all the time, and you can fool all the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time, Imam told Kuwait's Zaman TV in the 1970s. It is honesty that determines career longevity, and an actor's esteem from his fans determines his continuation or his end. While Imam was waxing philosophical about another actor at the time, by his own metric, it is his sincerity that has helped earn his following, both from those that watch his work and those that have worked with him directly. His straightforward nature and honesty have long been the key to his comedic voice, too, allowing him to tackle hot-button issues such as gender roles in society, 1966's My Wife, The Director General, terrorism and religious extremism, 1979's We Are the Bus People, 1992's Terrorism and Kebab, 2006's Hassan and Marcus, political corruption, 2006's The Yakubian Building, and more, only come out the other side, mostly, unscathed. Like many Egyptian celebrities, he has stirred controversy with his indelible satire, but no charges against him have ever stuck. For Marwan Hamd, Egypt's top modern director and the man behind Egypt's current all-time box office champion Kira and El Jinn, there's simply no competition. There has been no bigger moment for him than collaborating on The Yakubian Building with a man known as Al Zim, the Big Boss. Working with the Egyptian legend Adel Imam has been the greatest privilege I've had in my career, Hamd tells Arab News. Adel Imam is my childhood, teenage, and all-time hero. Working with him was a great moment, and to work with such a great man and artist in my first film was an exceptional honor for me. His humanity, generosity, and love were the highlight of this experience, and personally I learned a lot from him, whether from observing him or from the words of advice that he gave me, he continues. I'm not exaggerating when I say that the whole experience is the most memorable I've had, and every shooting day was full of value and true art. In The Yacubian Building, which became the most popular film in Egyptian history up to that point, a theme throughout Haim's career, and the best-received performance of Imam's dramatic career, Imam cemented himself as Egypt's biggest star, regardless of genre. He also helped launch the career of his own son, Mohammed Imam, his co-star in the film and now one of the biggest stars in Egypt in his own right. "I love him so much. I admire him so much. He's my idol," Mohammed told Arab News earlier this year, while admitting that it hadn't always been easy trying to build his own career. "It's very difficult to become an actor when your father is the biggest actor in the world," he said. "It was a big struggle at first. Slowly people grew to understand that I love cinema, that I don't do this just because my father is a big actor." As a public figure, Imam has long been humble in nature, rarely pointing to himself as a leader. "I am not a superstar or a leader of any kind. There are no leaders in art. All I want is to use my talents to make people's lives better, if only in a small way," he once said. That, of course, is likely why people trust his opinions. Interviewers have often found themselves asking for his thoughts on political or social issues, looking to him for guidance in the debates of the day. And he invariably answers candidly, and often bravely. In those conversations, however, he does not see himself as anything more than a voice in the crowd. "The masses are the ones who move politics, and the problems of the masses are the things that move politics. It is not an individual who moves politics," he told Zaman TV. Born in 1940 in the city of Mansoura in Egypt, Imam studied agriculture at Cairo University, where he lost interest in his studies and became intrigued by the art, literature, and theater that his friends were introducing him to. "I feel acting is in my blood," he said to Kuwait's Zaman TV. "I love it, and my connection is always with people in the audience." In film, the camera enters the heart through the eyes. The more heart you see, the more honest the artist. As popular as Imam is, there are many sides to him that are not common public knowledge. Compared to his contemporaries and co-stars such as Omar Sharif and Saud Hosni, his private life has remained relatively private. But those are the sides that his own son hopes to portray on screen someday, Mohammed told Arab News. "There's another side to him that people don't see, the father. The man that I know best," he said. "I would love to be able to tell that story myself someday."